A U.S. carrier strike group, CSG, is often described as a floating city, a mobile airbase, and the ultimate symbol of American power projection. But in modern warfare, it has evolved into something even more formidable. A floating missile platform, capable of launching layered, coordinated, multi-domain attacks from the sea, air, and even cyberspace, all while defending itself with one of the most advanced defensive shields on Earth. At the center of this naval powerhouse sits the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, a 100,000-ton giant launching F/A-18 Super Hornets, EA-18G Growlers, E-2D Hawkeye Airborne Command Aircraft, and eventually F-35Cs, turning the skies for hundreds of miles into U.S.-controlled territory. But the carrier is only the beginning because surrounding it are the strike group's lethal escorts, Arleigh Burke-class destroyers and Ticonderoga-class cruisers, each packed with dozens of vertical launch cells carrying SM-2, SM-6 Tomahawk cruise missiles, evolved Sea Sparrow missiles, and powerful ballistic missile interceptors, forming an iron dome around the fleet. These warships scan the oceans and skies using the Aegis combat system, capable of tracking more than 100 targets simultaneously, from low-flying missiles to distant aircraft, and coordinating with every ship in the group to decide which vessel fires and when, making the entire strike group act like a single organism. Meanwhile, lurking below the surface, a Los Angeles or Virginia-class attack submarine shadows the fleet, invisible and silent, ready to hunt enemy submarines or launch its own. Tomahawk strikes against land targets hundreds of miles inland, adding a stealth layer of deterrence that adversaries cannot see or counter. The combined firepower of a CSG is staggering. One strike group can launch dozens of Tomahawk missiles in the opening minutes of a conflict, unleash continuous airstrikes from its carrier air wing, and intercept incoming threats with layered missile defenses, turning the fleet into a mobile fortress that can move 700 nautical miles a day. But the power of a CSG does not rely solely on weapons. It relies on coordination, with the carrier acting as the command hub, destroyers and cruisers forming the shield, submarines providing underwater dominance, supply ships ensuring fuel and ammunition flow, and aircraft extending the group's eyes and weapons far beyond the horizon. This makes carrier strike groups uniquely flexible. They can deter rivals in one region, respond to crises in another, and maintain global presence without relying on foreign bases. Modern threats like hypersonic missiles, long-range anti-ship systems, and cyber attacks have pushed strike groups to evolve even further, strengthening electronic warfare capabilities, enhancing radar systems, and integrating new unmanned aircraft and ships that expand surveillance, reach, and reduce risk to human crews. As the U.S. Navy brings in next-generation systems like the F-35C, the Ford